Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel, Journey to Happiness. If you're new here, welcome to my channel. I would love for you to like, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. That way you'll be notified every time I upload a new video. I'm gonna talk kind of loud because it's raining and I want to make sure y'all can hear me. So this is going to be a story time about the time a client, I'm gonna say client because in home health care we call them clients, but a client's grandson cooked breakfast for me and I threw it away. So yeah, if you want to hear about that, stay tuned to the video. So this takes place my year 3 of me working at that toxic job that I was talking about. So this was like my final straw when they changed my schedule and all this other stuff. So I said, I gotta get out of this job. Like, I gotta find another job. I can't take this shit no more. I gotta get away from this place. So I was making plans, like, what do I do? What can I do to get ready to get away from this place? So, a lady named, I think her name was Carla, she had told me how she works for this home health care company, right? It is a family-owned company, a very small company. It's not like Bayada, you know, like, I'm sure you've heard of Bayada. They're like a nationwide company. They have offices everywhere in several states, but this is a family-owned business, right? And she was saying, you know, I should apply, and they get paid every week. Most home health jobs pay every week, so it sounded pretty good. And she was like, you know, it's home care, so you're only dealing with one patient or one client at a time. It's not like here you got all these people to take care of, and it's just you and the client, maybe the family member. So it's not a lot of drama and stuff like here. Because Carla actually worked at the job too, that I was at, the toxic job. So yeah, so I applied and I got the job, and really I wanted to just work there full time. Yeah, I just wanted to work there full time, but they didn't have full time available. But I thought to myself, well, let me go ahead and work here the hours that they have available, and maybe eventually I can get full time and get the hell away from this crazy ass toxic job that I'm at now. So that was my plan, right? So I started working there. I want to say this was like maybe about a month, right? And they assigned me to this lady. We're going to call her Mabel. That's not her name, but that's what we're going to call her, Mabel. She's actually dead now, so rest in peace to her. She is 95, or she was 95 years old. Oh yeah, and let me say this. The stuff that I'm saying is just everything that happened to me. When I say certain things, I'm not trying to bring nobody down. I'm not trying to make fun of anybody about where they live at or anything like that. I'm just literally saying my experience that happened to me. I'm gonna have to say some things so y'all can get the whole picture. So, Miss Mabel, she lived in the hood. Not like the hood where I feel like, you know, I'm just going to get shot every time I step out my door. But she lived in the hood. She's 95 years old, has Alzheimer's. It wasn't like the heavy Alzheimer's, like stage 5 or whatever. But she did have Alzheimer's where, you know, she would forget things sometimes, get confused. But it wasn't like awful, like horrible. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, she's a very small lady, right? Lives in I think it was a 2-bedroom apartment in the hood. And she lived, her grandson lived with her. We're going to call her grandson DJ. DJ was, at the time, he was like 28 years old. And he's got like 7. He's 28 years old. And I'm not over exaggerating. 28 years old at the time. 7 children with 5 different women. You heard me right. One of his baby mamas actually lived right up the street from him in the hood. So yeah. So I go to for the first time. That's when I meet DJ, right? He lives there. From what I was told, the purpose of DJ living there is to keep Miss Mabel from having to go to a nursing home, because you know her family, they don't think she should be by herself because of her Alzheimer's and stuff. So basically the deal was, you know, they're gonna let DJ live with her rent free, so she's not by herself, and so that she doesn't have to go to a nursing home. So I meet him for the first time. He has dreads, right? But they're not well kept. I'm just gonna say that they ain't well kept. His dreads didn't look good at all until he don't take care of them. A couple of his fingernails were very long, like this one and this one were very long. Not my business, it's just something I noticed, right? So I will say this, Miss Mabel's place, it was a little dirty. I wouldn't say it was filthy, but it was definitely dirty, especially for her grown ass grandson to be living there. He doesn't work, by the way. That's an important thing. He doesn't work. So I'm thinking, like, you know, to myself, of course I don't say this, but I'm like, you a grown ass man, well bodied and abled. Why don't you keep you living here rent free? Why don't you at least take the trash out? Like, I would go there and oh yeah, y'all, I only went there twice a week. She had home care, I think, Monday through Friday, but I would only go twice a week. Somebody else would go the other times. And like, I would go there on Sundays, and I believe it was Fridays or something like that. I would go there from like 9 to 2 or 9 to 3, right? And it's kind of a dirty place. Not dirty. I've seen worse, but it was pretty dirty. And the trash, every Sunday that I went there, the trash was always overflowing. And when I say overflowing, like trash was falling on the floor, the big trash can in the kitchen. Every Sunday that I went there, I remember that. And I'm thinking, like, does he not take the trash out? I know part of my job as her home health CNA is to help, you know, do light housekeeping. But to me, it's like, you the man of the house and you 28 years old. Why don't you empty your grandmother's trash? You living here rent free. Why don't you empty her trash when it needs to be empty? Like, I feel like the man in the house should empty the trash. Unless he's at work and the woman's at home or something like that. But if you're just home and you see the trash overflowing as the man of the house, you're supposed to empty the trash. That's just what I think. So, the first day that I was there, he calls himself, you know, trying to holler at me or whatever. This was a long time ago, so I don't remember the exact words he said, but he was trying to, you know, holler at me. He was like, yeah, we can get to know each other. Whatever. He wasn't my type. That's all. He ain't my type. And dude, you got 5 baby mamas. You ain't about to make me baby mama number 6. I didn't say that, but that's what I was thinking. So I gently turned him down. Like I said, this was a long time ago, so I'm not gonna act like I remember what I said, but I know, like, I politely turned him down. So y'all, one Sunday, when I got there, because I only went there twice a week. Oh, let me tell y'all. Okay, so he tried to holler at me a few times. Each time I politely turned him down. I think I lied and said I had a boyfriend one time. You know, I'm very nice about it. I'm not just, you know, I'm very polite about it. And one time I was in the kitchen, right, and I turned around, there he is, just standing right behind me, trying to holler at me once again. Y'all, that day, I look over in the trash can. Tell me why there are live maggots. They are still alive. I know they're still alive because you can see them moving on top of the trash can in the trash. Now, my dude, if you call yourself trying to get my number, trying to holler at me, trying to spit game on me, you would think, you know what days I come here. You would think at the very least you would have the trash took out. Keep your grandmother's apartment clean. It's just a 2-bedroom apartment. He doesn't have a job, y'all. He does not work. He don't be having his kids all the time. So you call yourself trying to holler at me, but I turn and you're not blind, so I know you see them, DJ. These maggots are on top of the trash can. You really think I'm gonna give you my number? Like, really? You would think, oh, I'm trying to get this girl, let me have the place clean when she get here. You really, I'm gonna give you my number and you got maggots on the trash can? That shows me you lazy. First of all, let's not even bring up the baby mamas and shit, and you ain't got no job. But it shows me that you lazy. Like, you don't even take your grandma's trash out. Like, you a man. But anyway, so he wouldn't give up though. He kept trying to holler at me. Not every time I went, but over time, you know, he just kept trying to holler at me, right? And I don't think his grandma knew what was going on, because like I said, she got Alzheimer's. Most of the time she would sit in the living room watching Andy Griffin, what those shows that older people like to watch. That's what she would be doing half the time anyway, in the living room. His grandmother was pretty nice. She wasn't hard to get along with. She was a pretty good client. So one morning I came, and he has some music playing. Y'all know that song by Jagged Edge called Gotta Be? I can't sing, y'all, so I'm not gonna try to sing it. So, well, maybe it was something like, how'd it go? I have to pinch myself to see if I'm awake or not. Gotta be. Y'all don't laugh at me, I can't sing. But that song by Jagged Edge, Gotta Be. So I go in there. He's got that playing, right? And he's like in a very good mood. Like, he starts singing. When I open her, he's like, oh, come on in, beautiful. I'm like, oh, Lord, here we go. So he, normally I would make Miss Mabel a really simple breakfast, because she don't really eat that much no way. So I would ask her what she would like to eat, right? But this morning, he was already cooking breakfast. And he was cooking bacon, grits, and stuff like that. Now, the pots and stuff that they had was not, it didn't really look that clean. So it didn't look that clean. And like I said, overall, the apartment, it wasn't filthy, but it was kind of dirty though. Like, I'm not trying to be funny, but these people they just weren't clean people. I'm gonna give y'all an example. I know once again, this is me talking all over the place. I'm sorry, y'all. But I'm trying to give y'all an idea of what I'm talking about. I remember one time, one of his male cousins came over when I was there, and there was a jar of Duke's mayonnaise on the table, right? One of them had, because she would have family over sometimes too, and they made a sandwich with the mayonnaise, and for whatever reason, they didn't put the mayonnaise back in the refrigerator. Now, I'm there to take care of Miss Mabel. So, you a grown-ass man, you know if you take mayonnaise out the refrigerator and use it, you're supposed to put it back when you get done. So that ain't got nothing to do with me. So I go back the next day that I come back. Do y'all know that mayonnaise jar is still sitting there on the table in the exact same spot? And he went and made another sandwich with it. I'm like, what the hell? Dude, you ain't put the mayonnaise back in the refrigerator and it's been sitting out for that long. Now, Miss Mabel, she didn't eat mayonnaise. So that's why I didn't worry about it. But I'm like, that's nasty. Who doesn't know that you're supposed to put mayonnaise back in the refrigerator when you get done with it after you open it? Who the hell don't know that? So these people, I'm not trying to be mean, but they seem like they ain't too clean. I'm sorry. So back to DJ. He's cooking. I think he cooked bacon, grits, toast, and eggs and stuff like that. So I'm thinking, oh, okay, he cooking for his grandma, right? Tell me what. And then when in the living room, I can see the kitchen, right? This dude is dancing, swinging back and forth, literally singing. How that song go? He was singing that song.
What I feel, could it be you and me till the end of time?
Y'all know he brought me a plate. Like, this is for you, baby girl. Oh, hell. I ain't asked for this. I didn't say that, but I ain't asked for this. So then I brought Miss I almost said her real name, Miss Mabel, her plate, right? And she eats it. And I'm like, oh my, I was thinking to myself, he goes back into the kitchen. I was thinking to myself, oh shoot, what do I do? I don't want to eat this. Cause I'm sorry, I don't want to eat nothing you cooked. I ain't trying to be, I didn't say it to him, but I was thinking that to myself, I don't want to eat nothing this dude cooked. God, what do I do? Cause I don't want to be rude. I don't want to be rude or mean. So I was like, what do I do? But it's not being rude. I didn't ask for this. So, like, how you know I even like this? Like, I do eat grits, bacon, and eggs, but I ain't eating shit that he cooked. So this is what I did, y'all. He goes back in the kitchen, right? Miss Mabel always kept this trash can in her living room, this little trash can. I think she would dip snuff or something like that. This was like her personal trash can. So what I did was I said, hey DJ, this is nice. You think I can get some extra napkins? So he brought me some napkins. He went back in the kitchen. Luckily he didn't like sit down and eat with us. He went back in the kitchen, I guess, to whatever he was doing. So when he wasn't looking, I took the grits and bacon, and one a little bit at a time I put them in the napkin and I folded it over so he couldn't see it. And I just kept on doing that, and I kept on doing that. Luckily he was in the kitchen and he didn't, I made sure he wasn't looking, right? So to a point where I got at least about half of my food in this napkin bundled up, right? So what I did was, like I said, Miss Mabel, she's got Alzheimer's and stuff, and she don't know what's going on. So I just put it in her trash can that she kept in the living room. And then he came back and he was like, oh, how was it? I said, it was good. I act like, oh, I'm so full though. So it looked like I ate half of it. And that's what I did, y'all. I sure did. Y'all, I was not going to eat nothing out of that apartment. I'm sorry. I wasn't. I wasn't. Mm-mm. So that's what I did. But I'm thinking to myself, this dude really, he really did this. Like, he really cooked for me. So that is the story time of when a client's grandson cooked for me. So comment below, what would y'all do in that situation? Would have straight up said, look, I'm sorry, but I don't want this? Or, I didn't want to hurt his feelings, you know? Or, what would you have done? I guess he called himself trying to impress me. I don't know. But it's like, that shows me that, like I said, that shows me that you lazy. You don't even take the trash out. Like, no. And he already got a whole football team of children. Now here's the thing, y'all. There was another home health aide that I used to work with. She started going to Miss Mabel a few times a week. Guess what? She ended up being pregnant by DJ. So I guess whatever the stuff that he was trying to do to me, apparently, you know, he tried to holler at her, and it worked. It works, obviously. And she now has, actually, she has 3 kids by him now. So, hey, I guess she turned into baby mama number 6. So now, wait. So now he has what? 8, 9. That means he has 10 kids now by 6 different women. Actually, 7. Because I actually saw on Facebook where another woman had got pregnant by him. So, he's got 7 baby mamas by... Yeah, 7 different baby mamas and what, 11 kids now. So yeah, I just knew I didn't want to. I didn't know. I was good, but more power to him. But yeah, well, I'm gonna go now, y'all. I just want to tell y'all that little story time. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye.